Everyone tells you that Protection 4 Netherite armor is the best, and honestly, it's solid. But there's something even better. With Protection 5 and other illegal enchants and the ability to teleport, this becomes the best armor in vanilla Minecraft. And to go along with that, I'm going to be creating the most powerful weapon that can one-shot any mob. And since I've spent hundreds of hours inside of my hardcore world, I've laid out a path to truly break my hardcore world. And since we're going for the best, we need the rarest armor trim. And out of all the armor trims in the game, there is one that is the rarest. And it can only be found in ancient cities. And each chest only has a 1% chance for it. So we could be here all day. Nope, it is not in there. Nope. Okay, we got a perfect hoe, but no armor trim. But there's a reason this armor trim is so rare. It makes the armor look really, really good. So that's why we need it. Oh, dude, this isn't even it. What the heck is the ward armor trim, bro? I don't want this. No way we got enchanted golden apples before we got this stupid armor trim. Oh, no, dude, get away from me. Oh my gosh, no way, let's go! Oh my gosh, that took forever! Yo, dude, no, we're getting out of here right now. Bro, I genuinely think I went to 5 ancient cities for this. And now that we have our armor trim, we can actually make copies using diamonds and deep slate. And if we just go to a crafting table, we can make as many as we want. And I'm just going to leave them right here in our map room. Now that we just got the best armor trim, we need to get Protection 5 on our armor. And in order to do that, we have to go all the way back to version 12W49A. So we're going to travel super far in the nether. Now that we're seeing lava flow, that means we're far enough away that new chunks are generating. And now I'm just going to quickly build a portal. And here we are. I'm going to put all my stuff in a chest so we don't lose it between versions. And now we're going to travel all the way back to version 12W49A. And now that we switch versions, I actually have no gear. So we're going to start by getting some wood. First thing in this version, we're going to get situated with new gear. Then we're going to grind out lots of XP using an XP grinder. And then we're going to get lots and lots of enchanted bones. But before that, let's get some stone. And let's also quickly take out this population of pigs. And now that we've done all that, let's hop into a cave. And the goal down here is to get coal, iron, and diamonds. Hello, friends. What the heck are these guys doing, bro? Oh. And now we can finally get diamonds. It can't be. Bro, I've been looking for diamonds for so long. And now let's finally see how many diamonds we got. Bro, are you serious? No way there's only 1 diamond here. Well, I guess it means we keep looking. Hey, let's go. And after 3 whole hours, we have enough to leave. Yo, is that what I think it is? Yo, there's actually no way we just got this lucky. Yo, it's a spawner. This is so good for our XP farm. Ooh, all right. Let me just steal these buckets real quick. And let me quickly make a diamond pickaxe so that we can turn this into an XP farm. And with these last 2 pieces of gravel, our XP farm is complete. And I'm going to quickly grab some obsidian so we can go to the nether. And I'll quickly make the portal. Now let's light this puppy up. And so nothing goes wrong, I'm going to make our first set of diamond armor. And I actually have no idea what this version of the nether looks like. Ooh, this is a bad spot. So I'm just going to bridge over to the main lane real quick. And our goal is to find out, oh my gosh, dude, the luck in this run is so good. And the goal is to get blaze rods so we can find the stronghold and get books. And honestly, I'm just going to stay inside my cubby hole. And that should be plenty. And now my goal is to go find the stronghold, but first we need to kill some endermen. And we'll start right here with this guy. Bro, they keep teleporting around. Bro, seriously? No pearl? No way we didn't get a pearl again, bro. Bro, am I the most unlucky person in the world? Oh, yes, dude, finally. And now I can make these into eyes so we can find the stronghold. And now let's see where our first eye takes us. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to be boating for a while. Okay, we finally found land. Now let's get out of here. Bro, no way my boat just broke. Wait. Dude, in the old version, you don't get your boat back. What? But it still seems like the eye is leading us this way. Okay, I'm going to throw one more for safe measure. Ooh, it's back. So it must be like right here. I'm going to dig straight down. Oh, okay, this is it. Whoa. Yo, I just mined straight into the portal room. Imagine if I had fallen into that lava. That could have been really bad. But what I actually came here for was the library, and we're going to get every single one of these books. We are going to need these for all of our enchants. And with like 6 stacks of books, we can finally go home. Now that we have all these books, I can make an enchanting table. Wait, is this not how you make an enchanting table? Oh my gosh, it's down. I'm so stupid. Well, now that we have that made, I can mine out this entire area to be used for enchants. And now this should be max enchant. Wait, why is it not max? Bro, am I seriously missing one bookshelf? All right, there we go. Now it's level 30. And now we're gonna have to sit in our XP grinder for like the next 5 hours. And I've made a bunch of stone swords so I don't break my main sword durability. And now we're looking for specific level 5 enchantments, and our first roll is no good. And so I sat in the XP grinder for hours on end, getting nothing but mediocre enchant after mediocre enchant. But then I realized I can combine these books. So I headed over to my crafting table and made an anvil, and seriously, I don't have enough levels. And now I'm gonna put together our first level 5 book, and here's where you're gonna notice something weird. You can put any enchant on anything. So I can put this level 5 book on my chest plate. Using the rest of the books I got during my grind, I can combine these into level 5 books. So I can do my leggings, my boots, and then finally my helmet. And now we have a full level 5 armor set. And now I have to make a full set of feather falling armor, so I'm gonna combine all of these different feather falling books, and now we can put it on this armor. Or not. Okay, I got some iron, and now we can finally finish what we were doing. And now we just get our maxed out feather falling book, and now we have our level 5 armor as well as our feather falling armor. And it's so sad to say this, but we are done with this version. And so I'm just gonna put all of our different gear we made in this chest. Now it's time to switch versions to 1.12.2. And here we are. And now that we're here, we can see all of our gear carried over. And look at that, I actually have my skin this time. Let me quickly grab a looting book because it's time to go enderman hunting. And now we're gonna get a lot of pearls. And now we should have plenty of pearls. Let me just make our... Yo, we don't have enough blaze powder. So we're back to the nether. We're just gonna kill some blazes real quick. Oh my gosh, dude, these guys do way too much damage. Okay, now we should be good. And now we can quickly... Whoa, hello. And now we can make our ender eyes, make a boat, and head over to the stronghold. And now we can put our eyes in the portal. And now that we're here, it's time to get to that main island. But before we kill the dragon, let's take out all of these crystals. And now for the main man himself. And now that's... Whoa! No, please. No. Oh my gosh, dude. That was way too close. And now that everything's done with, we can finally find an elytra. And here we are. Now let's hope that this end city has a ship. It doesn't seem to have a ship. Okay, but there's another one over here. And it does have a ship. Now let's quickly get over here and get ourselves an elytra. And since it's way up there, we have to pile all the way up. Kinda out of blocks, so we're gonna try and pearl up there. Oh, we got it. Get out of here. I'm trying to get an elytra. Bro, there are shulkers everywhere. Oh, where did he go, bro? Let me check these chests. Oh my gosh, that loot is awful. And I'll take that. And now we can get out of here. And you know what? We're gonna take an extra dragon egg back to my world too. And we'll just take that. And now we're jumping through. And we did all of that so we could put this Unbreaking 3 book on the elytra. And now that we've done all of this, we have to take all of our stuff off and put it back in the chest. And now we're switching versions to 18W21A. Now that we're here, if we look inside our... Oh, wait, what happened to our chest? Oh, it's split in two. What the heck? And now we take his stuff and we rename all of it to be enchanted to protection 5. And that's all we needed to do in this version. Now we're switching to 18W22B. Now if we come over to our chest, we have protection 5. Dude, that looks insane. And for some reason, all of these books were transformed to protection books too. But our feather falling armor is still intact for later. Now that we have protection 5, it's time to get a legal enchant in 24W11A. And I'm gonna take everything from these chests. And now our goal is to go find a village. Oh, look at that. And with this village, we need tons of enchanted books. Bro, how did I get a stack of crafting tables? All right, I'm just gonna start setting up a small base. Okay, I've just finished our beautiful house. Okay, well, I'm glad we're not staying in this world. And now that we have our entire base set up, it's time to get some wood to make a villager capture chamber. Let's just quickly put this together, and we're gonna be sticking a bunch of villagers in here. All right, sir, you wanna get in my boat? I guess not. Okay, there we go. Now let's get them all the way back to base, which might take a while. And let me just quickly break these. And now we have our first captured villager. And let's get him a friend so we can get a lot more breeding. And this is the guy we're taking to do so. Now, if we could just get him in the boat. Come on, dude, get in the boat. There it is. And now we somehow have to get him all the way back to base. But, oh, I have to shovel each and every one of these now. Oh my gosh. Well, we finally have them all the way back to base. And now we're going to get them to breed. But before we do that, I'm going to make some lecterns so they all have a librarian job. There we go. And now we'll place these all down. Now we'll have a lot of librarians. And now that we have these librarians set up, they know what's coming next. We have to grab some bread from the village. And we also have to grab some beds from the village. And then we'll just quickly place down all of these beds. And now we give them a whole bunch of bread. And I guess now we just have to wait for some baby villagers to start spawning. All right, I just went AFK for an hour and we already have 4 total villagers. Let's go. I guess we can start trading with them and I hope that more villagers spawn while we're doing so. So we're just gonna box one of them in, and here's the fun part where we cycle for enchantments. And we're looking for one of these 5 books. So we're gonna re-roll until we get one of these books. Yo, wait, dude, that was insanely fast. Hopefully the rest of these books go by that fast. And I quickly got some paper so we can lock in the trade. And now we just have to save up an absurd amount of emeralds to get a whole bunch of these books. But for now, we're gonna look for a different book. You know what, we'll take Blast Protection 3 because we can combine it into Blast Protection 4 with an anvil. But for now, we'll keep looking. And Smite 5 is another one we needed. Gosh, dude, this is the other one we needed for Smite. Using this Fletcher villager that trades sticks for emeralds, we'll get a whole bunch of emeralds to trade. And now we can buy our first 2 books, Bane of Arthropods 5 and Smite 5. And now in order to perform this glitch, we need 2 different swords. We'll put Bane of Arthropods on one, Smite on the other one, and then if we put both the swords in a grindstone, it copies the enchantment. Whoa, that looks crazy. So now we have an overpowered sword. But just wait and see what we'll do soon. And now we need to start trading for some other books. We'll start with fire protection because we need to combine these books, and this is going to cost me way too many levels. So we're going to be taking a trip to our old friend the XP farm. I'm so glad I built this because we can just farm levels here. Now that we have more emeralds and levels from the Fletcher villager, we can now trade for more books. And I think we should do our blast protection books next. So let's get a whole bunch of these and then quickly use all of our iron to make another anvil. And then we start putting the blast protection books on our armor. And with that, we have 2 out of the 3 enchants done for our armor. Whoa, no. Yo, please don't blow up and let my villagers out. Yo, alright, we're good. Now we're gonna get some projectile protection books, which are way too expensive, so we're headed back to the Fletcher. Bro, this Fletcher guy's about to be the richest guy in the town. And now we should have plenty of emeralds to be able to trade some more. So we'll finish off by getting our very overpriced projectile protection books, and we'll make yet another set of diamond armor and put the projectile protection books on that armor. Bro, are you serious? We are 2 levels short. Okay, we're gonna go find some mobs to kill. Okay, this creeper will do. Please don't blow up. All right, we got the XP. We'll take care of some wildlife. How are we still short? That is literally level 4. Sheep, I'm sorry, you're the sacrifice. And now we can finally put this on our boots. And now we finally have all 3 different types of protection on our armor, which means we can now use this version-specific bug to put all of the different enchants on one piece of armor. Dude, that looks so cursed. And now that we have each and every broken piece of armor, let's just get our axe real quick. And where is our Bane of Arthropods guy? No, not Bane 2. Oh, okay, hello. Now if we just quickly put this on our axe, as well as our Smite 5 book, put them in the grindstone, we now have every single cursed enchant combination. Wow. Now there's only one last step for the best armor. We're going to combine the feather falling with the protection armor, and then we're going to add protection 5 on top of all of that. Dude, this looks insane. And then if we do it for each and every armor piece, oh my gosh, this looks so cursed, dude. But now it's time to go to my current world. We're going to take everything in our chest, and we're going to head out here and make a... Oh, well, I guess we're building my portal right here. So let's quickly whip that up. Ouch. Bro, I don't have armor on. Oh my gosh. Bro, we need to take this guy out. Uh-oh, buddy. You might want to look behind you. Yo, he's cooked. Well, he certainly took care of that. Whoa. That Thunderbolt was low-key tough for the golem. Now we're through the portal. Oh, look at my friend came with me. And now we're going to put all of our stuff in this chest so we can bring it to our main world. And then we're going to save and quit. And now that we're back on the actual version of our hardcore world, let's see if our stuff is still there. All right, yes, it is. Now we need to go find this chest in the nether. And this is certainly looking familiar. And there it is. That is our god set of armor. And oh my gosh, the gas is killing the mood. So we're gonna handle you this way. Get out of here, pal. But now if we go inside this chest, oh my gosh, that is insane, dude. But we're not quite done yet because we need to make this into our actual armor set. Oh, I feel so good to be back at base. And Sypho and McRae are both still alive. Even Wembu is good. And my boy Carvs. But now it's time that we take all of our armor off and combine it with this set. But first we have to upgrade that set to netherite. Boom, boom, boom. And now we can combine our god set with our regular armor, but it seems that there is a very specific way you have to do it or you won't get all the enchants. We'll just make sure we have that for each armor piece. And if we do every single piece, we are getting closer and closer to becoming a god. Oh my gosh, guys, this looks so cursed. And now for the final touch, we have to put this armor trim on. And yo, dude, this design is the iron does not look good. The gold is clean, but I really like the diamond, and I think that's what we're gonna go with. I might switch to amethyst later, though. I'm not sure. Bro, this looks so clean. And the armor is absolutely stacked. And now you're probably wondering how good this armor is, so I'm gonna fly up really high in the sky and see if I can take fall damage and not die. Yo, I feel like I'm a little too high. Oh. All right, let's try from a little bit closer to the ground. No way, dude. This feather falling 16 is actually crazy. And you're probably wondering what I did to my weapon, so let's go find some mobs. And look at this, bro. The zombie can't even damage me, but I can one-shot him. That's crazy. Whoa, oops. Now let's see how much damage this creeper does while I have my protection elytra on. No damage, dude. Now let me see if I stand a little bit closer. Dude, that is like no damage. I would have popped the totem usually. Bro, I am basically invincible to these mobs. This armor might have been the best decision I've ever made. And assuming with how strong this sword is, I can one-shot spiders. Oh my gosh, dude. This is the most overpowered stuff ever. So now you're probably wondering where teleportation comes into this. So to teleport, we're just gonna need to grab some materials real quick. We're gonna grab some diamonds, netherite, ender pearls, a frostwalker book, which I think I have. Yep, there it is. And some soul sand. Now if we just come to a crafting table, make the boots, make them netherite, and then put frostwalker on the boots, and then grab some sticks to make an armor stand, we have all the materials we need. And this is so overpowered that you can teleport from anywhere in the world. The only thing is I haven't tested it. So I'm just gonna clear out some space to build the machine. Now that we've done that, we need to dig at least 10 blocks down. This is not what I needed, bro. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, and now we just need to put a soul sand block down here. Now if we just place water on the top here, and now if we place kelp all the way going up, just like so. And then if we go down and break all of the kelp, the water becomes really bubbly for some reason. I actually have no idea why this happens. But all that's left to do is place down the armor stand and the boots on the armor stand. And as you can see, ice spawns in the non-bubbly side. And then for the absolute last step, you have to throw an ender pearl and you have to line it up. Oh, bro, did an endermite just spawn? What the heck? Okay, but the real goal of this is to put it far enough to the right, but not too far to the left. And I think it should just be floating like this. And to prove it actually works to you guys, I'm gonna go fight the warden. Now that we're in the... Ow, dude. Jeez, I can't fly. Now I'm just gonna fly around until a warden spawns. And here he is, the main man himself. I'm gonna put my chest plate on and actually try to fight this guy. Can't believe I'm actually about to fight the warden. Oh my gosh. Weave and dodge. He hasn't even hit me yet. Oh, okay. Okay, we hit him again. Oh my gosh, dude. No. Well, there goes my totem. We're actually gonna have to see if this works. I'm really afraid that this didn't work. Now, hopefully when we load up the world... Yes, dude. Oh my gosh. So I can just teleport back from anywhere in the world, no matter what I'm doing. And I'm honestly really curious to see if I teleport back from the nether. So we'll just toss another pearl. Now that we're in the nether, I'm gonna see what happens if I fly over a lava pool and then drop into it. So I'm just gonna take off my elytra and oh my gosh, and we're gonna leave the game. And now we should teleport back, hopefully. Dude, this is so overpowered. You can teleport from anywhere in the world. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Whoa, why is my elytra on? I got you guys. You guys think I wouldn't wear a totem? Haha. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you in the